Unmute. Hello, gentle readers, and welcome to the first issue of Young Outcasts.
Yay.
So, God. So, we're going to get right into it. The first panel is a crisp night looking over Halcyon City. Maybe it's on some kid's balcony as he's like leaning over and looking at the city. Music notes coming out of a radio. Kids still listen to radios, right? It's then cut over and it says Halcyon City Metropolitan Museum. And you can see a hole is cut in the skylight and 5 ropes are hanging over the edge. The next panel, you see a dimly lit museum floor and 5 shadowy figures are about to enter an exhibit on Babylonian antiquities. Which one of you would be the first on the scene?
Willy Balzac, the zipper. Hello, my friends. I just ran over from my grandmother's cottage in the south of France. I had to get the eggs from the chickens for her breakfast. I'm here now.
And what does the zipper look like?
I have the sort of kid flash setup in a way with the hairdo all crazy up like this from running around all the time. I have the goggles to protect the eyes, a little ear thing so I can talk to my friends. I don't wear a mouth guard, but perhaps I should for inadvertent protein breakfast at high speeds. Often is a problem. I wear a sort of super athletic suit that wicks really well. And got shoes that you notice maybe are always changing from each time you see me because I burn them out very quickly. And I'm always changing them out. I eat a lot. And I'm often just finishing eating something when you see me. It takes a lot of energy. I'm very hungry right now, and I have a croissant. Excuse me.
Okay, so how do you enter the museum, Zipper?
I have not yet mastered my mother amulet's power of phasing through solid objects, so I have to find a point of entry. So I'm going to run and look for some point of access. If a door can be opened, I will open it very fast, and I will run in and prop it open for my friends.
Okay. You zip around the building, and you find the one of the emergency exits out back is not properly locked, so you can pop it open and then prop it open.
Okay, I pop and prop. And I run in. Are the lights on? Is it...
No, it is suitably dark and kind of properly, Ocean's 11 heist dark. There's probably more lights than actually would be on a building that's closed, but... So you can all see, and from drama, some of the display cases are still lit up, and the bright night sky is letting in a lot of night from the very impractical, in a city full of supervillains, entire skylight that the ceiling is made of.
Oh, but it's so beautiful. I'm feeling the feels of romance already, just seeing the lights through the skylight. Can I... Am I in touch with my friends?
Yeah.
Hello? I'm inside. It looks spooky. Do I hear anything? Hello?
I guess the rat princess would pipe in and say, "Stay where you are. We're going to come. Give us a second."
Oh, a second? That long? All right. I can do it. I should have brought something else to eat. Do you have anything? Bring it along. I'll need it. I pooped.
Liz, would you like to describe Rat Princess?
All right. Rat princess is a very tiny, small, sort of wiry girl, like about 19-ish. She has very long black, brown hair, which she tied into a very sharp bun. And she's in this basically just patchwork, like suit that she found just anywhere. It's the fabric. She like looks one of those old carpet samplers.
Okay, yeah.
She has a little plastic tiara on her head.
Okay, and are you like up on a rooftop looking down at the museum? Are you street level? How would you approach? In the sewers below?
We'll probably be in the sewer somewhere.
Okay.
Just hiding out, peering out of a grate.
And you can see the door that the zipper has propped open for you and your compatriots.
Okay.
Who would be next?
I believe I would be next.
Okay. How would you describe your character?
My name is Rook. Maybe my real name is Yuki Yamamoto. I am a very small girl. I don't talk a lot, and I have very androgynous look, very mohawk style, kind of tied in the back, ponytail, and then my costume is all black, very ragged cloak, hood, cover, domino, all black.
And how would you approach the museum?
From the shadows.
Okay. I don't know why I asked. And Marty, you're fashionably late.
Yeah. I'm just walking down the alley to the door, hugging my arms to myself. Currently, I am Lily White, my alter ego. Just kind of hugging my arms. I'm wearing a black hoodie, earbuds in, which is how I'm hearing everyone communicate, but I'm not communicating. And I'm just looking down and dreading this, but I'm coming.
Okay. Zipper. You hear a crash come from a wing of the museum up ahead.
I zip off there.
You see a man with kind of big goggles in a bright red parka. And he has a kind of patch on his chest that says CC on it. And he's got, a bunch of ropes, a grappling gun, and one of those ice picks that mountain climbers have.
Sacre. I say into my headset, Sacre Bleu, it's Captain Clemmer.
That guy?
That guy. I think it's him, or else a very, very good cosplay.
All he can do is climb.
Well, he is really good at climbing.
You never know when he might have to climb, and then look out.
Okay.
My dad told me about this guy.
Zipper, you also see he has 4 henchmen with him, and they're kind of wearing navy blue parkas with M1, M2, M3, M4 kind of emblazoned on their chest. And Captain Climber looks up and he says, oh, jeez. Mountaineers, get them, eh?
I did not know he was Canadian.
I didn't know he was West Virginian.
I never thought of that.
WVU joke, nailed it.
Okay, where can I knock them all out with one sort of speedy move? Or tie them all up?
That would be... Let's see, what moves did you pick? Yeah, that would be... Attempting to do that would be unleashing your powers. So
okay.
That would be 2d6 plus freak.
Okay. My freak is a 0 because I am such an approachable guy.
Rook's just gonna roll her eyes and be like, show off.
I've got a 5 total.
Well,
He's gonna get in trouble.
yeah. None of your teammates are there to help you, and you guys haven't entered the battle as a group yet, so you don't have any team points. So, one of the Mountaineers kind of... These guys seem very adept at fighting speedsters for some reason.
Love it.
And they all kind of duck at once as you flash style, zip and try and punch. And you notice that one of them has kind of tagged you with the ice pick they have and pulled it back, and the pick part is stuck on your costume and it's flashing and beeping. So
Can I? I'm a fast guy. Can I get rid of these?
Sure.
I'm going to put it in Captain Clamor's underpants.
So,
Well,
sorry,
as I've heard it done, I think we all have to go before it's Zipper's turn again.
Okay, we can do it that way. Yeah. So
That we were kind of paused with Zipper in the lurch.
I'm in the lurch with the beeping.
Yeah, you see it beeping. Rat Princess, what do you want to do? Zipper's in over his head.
Wow.
Guess I'll pull myself out of the grate and head to the door.
Okay.
And I'll look down. From somewhere, she'll pull out like 2 or 3 little rats who are called Blinky, Lena, and Ray. And she's going to say, go, go. And she'll like unleash them into the museum just to like as spies.
And they'll kind of, and then they'll kind of scurry along the edge of the wall so they're not seen. And they report back to you that Captain Climber is in here with 4 of his Mountaineers, and Zipper seems to have something blinking on him.
Okay, I'll tell that to the rest of the crew.
Okay. Rook, what would you like to do?
I would like to, and then go around the door and assess the situation, see the blinking, and then maybe throw a birdering to try and hit it off of him.
Okay. Would you like to... Okay. You can do one of 2 things. You can either assess the situation as like your action, and it'll give you some information, or you can birdering.
I'll just instinctively birdering.
Birdering. Okay. Yeah. Roll to unleash your powers.
Okay.
It's taken me this long to realize you meant Rook the bird. That's awesome.
Okay, so that'll be a 9.
Okay. You can either mark a condition, or the effect will be unstable and temporary.
Ooh.
I'll mark a condition.
Okay. What is Rook feeling right now? What condition would you like to mark?
Afraid, angry, guilty, hopeless, or insecure.
I guess angry that Zip just went in
Okay.
by himself, since he's my rival there.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
So, okay, mark angry. And there we go. And then the way to... Okay, and to clear angry, you have to hurt someone or break something important.
We're in a good place for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh
And,
no.
So, Zip, you see a kind of bird-shaped boomerang thing kind of wing and knock the ice pick bomb kind of, and it skitters and kind of almost is muffled the explosion under some, like, caveman display.
Oh no. Okay, man.
And Lily, what would you like to do?
He's so brash and impulsive. Harry, step in, hoping that Princess Rat doesn't see my face about it. And I hurry in, and we're just like one room away from all of this.
Yeah.
All right, but no one's in immediate danger.
No. Well, I mean, arguably, Zipper is.
Well, we're all in. I'll touch my amulet through my hoodie and kind of imagine, if you will, a dark magic girl transformation. Hair lengthening, increased makeup, better jewelry somehow. Take on the mien of Lilitu, and I will assess the situation.
Okay, so roll 2d6 plus superior.
Oh boy. Actually, well, all right. Nope, boy. Not my strong suit. I got a 6.
Okay.
Because I have -1.
Let's see.
I could venture too far in the room.
Okay, so you miss. So yeah, you kind of take a few steps past Rat Princess and Rook and peer around the corner, and kind of your magical girl transformation isn't done yet, so you're just kind of leaking dark energy. And one of the Mountaineers spots you and levels a grappling gun at you and shoots it.
Okay.
Oh, it is my turn, yes? Oh no.
Yes, but before we do that, you guys have now entered the battle as a team. So, which one of you is the leader?
I think it's RP.
Rat Princess.
There you go. Down. There you go. Okay. Rat Princess, do you have influence over every teammate?
Don't think so.
Okay.
You do, yeah.
Oh, wait, I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everyone has influence over Zipper. You have influence over me. And you have influence over Rook, right?
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That's right.
I know I had Rook, and I had Lily. I didn't know if I had Zipper.
We all get
Yeah,
influence over Zipper.
because of me.
Oh.
That's my thing.
Lilitu, what is your purpose in this fight?
To impress my friends.
Okay. Rook, what is your purpose in this fight?
To take down the bad guys?
Okay. Rat Princess, what is your purpose in this fight?
To stop the bad guys from stealing whatever they're trying to steal.
Okay. And Zipper, what is your purpose in this fight?
I have to protect the art and the beautiful things.
Okay. You all don't have the same purpose, so you don't get another team.
Oh, poop.
Does anyone on the team currently mistrust Rat Princess or the team as a whole?
No.
No? Okay, good.
Nope.
No.
And you're not ill-prepared or off-balance. So...
An argument could be made.
Sorry, guys.
I'm in this shit too now.
So you guys currently have 4 team. So if you want, you can spend 1 team to add 1 to someone else's roll, but you have to say how you are helping them.
Is that even after it's rolled?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So you can know, for instance, Lilitu just got a 6. One of you could have spent a team to make that a 7. All of you could have spent the team to make it a... that's a bad example. If she had rolled a 7, you could all spend a team to make it a 10, and then it is a strong hit, and there's no downside.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then you have spent your team, and you have to rebuild it.
That's all right. I'm the youngest, and I win in brash. I accept my fate.
Okay.
I'm not the youngest, and I went in brush.
No, we have that in common.
We do. It's part of my brand, really.
Okay.
It's a good brand.
Thank you. My grandfather, he started it, really.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So, Captain Climber and his Mountaineers have attempted to explode Zipper, and now they've leveled a grappling gun at Lilitu. So, Zipper, you can see your friends have just entered through the back door you left open, and one of the Mountaineers is about to shoot a grapple gun at Lilitu. What would you like to do?
I am going to defend Lilitu.
Okay.
I am going to use a move. I know what I am.
Okay.
Once per scene, when I defend a teammate, I can shift Savior up and another label down, in addition to any other benefit from the move, even on a miss. If I do, I add 1 team to the pool.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
what do I do?
So roll 2d6 and add Savior.
Okay. So, and I add 1 to Savior? Or
Yeah, at your new level, yeah.
it says I shift Savior up 1 and another label down. So I'm going to put my Mundane down.
Okay.
1. So Mundane will now be 0 and the Savior will be +3.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to save my friend. Oh. So 7 + 3 is 10.
Oh, good. Okay. Jeez, kitty. There you go.
I'm glad the kitty came to watch.
It costs you.
Bon shot.
On a hit, you keep them. Okay. So you get to choose one. You can either add a team to the pool, take influence over Lilitu, or clear a condition. You already have influence over Lilitu, so what you can do is immediately shift one of her labels up and 1 down.
Which means I can help her. That's what that happens. Or I can add 1 to the team.
Or you can add 1 to the team, and you, because of I know what I am, you're automatically adding 1 pool to the team or 1 team.
Oh, right.
So,
Okay, great. So that's a given.
So, but you can add a second pool, a second team to the pool.
So then we'll have 5.
Then you'll have 7 or 6.
6. But we have 5 as it is.
You have 5 as it is. Yep.
No matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave 1. Okay. I am gonna help Lily too. Then, because I'm defending her. So if having her shift 1 up and 1 down is gonna help her, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So what labels would you like to shift up and down of her?
I think I'm going to shift her danger down. No? I don't know.
Oh. Shift my danger up.
Danger up 1, and your mundane down.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
I thought danger was bad for you. Sorry.
Well, it's not a great look, but I'm all seething in darkness, and now I'm angry that someone shot a grappling hook at me.
That's good. Okay, good. So I do that for you?
That's going to be great.
Great. And
okay, so Zipper, what does it look like when you how do you defend Lily? Do you?
So the guy levels the grappling hooks, and I run over to him, and I take it from him, and I aim it at his own foot instead when he is pushing.
Okay.
So he pushes the lever, and he goes in his own foot.
And he kind of, you see a panel where he's just kind of flying backwards and the grapple gun is stuck in the ground and the force has propelled him like up 6 feet and into a little arc and he crashes into that caveman display.
Oh no.
Poor caveman display.
Can I try and save the caveman display or no?
On a 10, yeah, you can kind of go and put everything back approximately in its place.
Okay. Well, maybe I try to move it while he's going to crash, and then move it back after he goes through. So it's like...
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Oh, boy. Captain Climber. Oh, jeez. You want something done, you gotta do it yourself. And he'll kind of point to his other mountain. He'll point to one mountaineer and say, "Well, get her up, and go get the thing." And he takes out kind of like a sleeping bag, and he rolls it towards you guys.
Okay.
And it's just kind of slowly rolling, and then it starts flashing red.
Oh no.
Of course.
So, Rat Princess, what would you like to do?
Oh no. So can I see what the thing they're going for is?
They seem to be, you guys are kind of at the entrance to the exhibit they're going into, and they kind of had to run around a corner. So the two mountaineers have broken line of sight with you guys.
Okay. I'll tell my rats to keep an eye on Lily and Zipper.
Okay.
And Rook, do you want to come with me and get these guys? Okay. So I'll head off. I'll start running towards the guys who are getting away.
Okay. So you kind of, because you're very quick, right? That's one of your powers.
One of my powers is, I think it's heightened something or other.
Yeah, you kind of
heightened physical abilities.
Okay. So you have the proportional strength and speed of a rat.
Yeah.
So you kind of bound off, skid around the corner, and you can see they're about to break the glass on a display case.
I'll say, "Halt, villains," and I'll try to engage with them, I guess.
Okay.
I got a scepter. I can hit them.
Yeah. Oh, man. Roll plus danger.
Uh-oh. Nah. That's an 8.
Okay. So that's a hit. So, you can choose to resist or avoid their blows, so you kind of rope-a-dope with them. You can take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, so Rook, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'll create an opportunity for Rook.
Okay.
You can launch over my shoulders or something.
Okay. So, Rat Princess gets in their face, and this brightly colored carpet display with a scepter kind of bangs it on display to get their attention, and they're like, "Whoa, what? Oh, it's just a kid. Some sort of rat princess." Rook, they are distracted. How would you like to take advantage of this?
Okay. So, from the shadows, I'm going to launch myself off of Rat Princess's back and do that, splayed out cape thing.
Okay.
And then land a kick right in one of their faces.
Okay. So I would say this is also directly engaging a threat. So roll plus danger.
6.
Okay. So that will be a miss. Rat Princess, would you like to spend a team to help Rook?
Yeah, I'll spend a team.
Okay.
I would like to as well, if I may.
Or
is it necessary?
It will.
Will there be a difference between a
There
7
won't
and
be a
an 8?
difference between a 7 and an 8. So
Okay.
a 7 is good, and 8 is the same result. 7 to 9 is the same result. You
I
know,
see.
a 10.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
So, Rat Princess, what does you helping Rook look like?
Since she's going above, splitting out her cape, I'll try to like knock one of the guys, like shove him in the stomach, the scepter. Try to like keep him off balance.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, Rat Princess kind of distracted them. Rook took advantage of it. Rat Princess smacked one of them on the knee when they're distracted by the flying teenager. This is not how their day thought. They're used to fighting adults. You guys are all small and wiry. And they feel some matter of guilt about killing you. I mean, no,
I do,
like my kids.
I do feel like we're a surprisingly underweight team.
Yeah. They weigh like 20 pounds together.
We're drawn by Umberto Ramos.
Yeah. You're all heads and hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rook, would you like to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition?
Because it's worth noting when directly engaging, you are also going to take 1 hit for every hit you give, right?
I believe so.
So one of the conditions being avoiding that counter hit.
Yeah, I'll probably go with avoiding.
Okay. So, you jump up and you hit the two of them and they stumble backwards. And then they come back at you, but you are just all, finger point deflecting their kind of erratic ice pick attacks. Okay.
Their alpine martial art.
Yeah.
Slush foo.
I studied that for a little bit.
Of course you did. You have every foo there is.
Mm-hmm.
All foo. Omnifoo.
It's like a 3-month crash course.
Okay.
On Mount Fuji. Nailed it.
Okay. So, as this is happening, one of the mountaineers looks at you, Rat Princess, and he is going to try and take influence over you. So he is. Oh, no, there we go. He is going to tell you, you're just a stupid kid. You're not going to be able to fight Captain Climber and his mountaineers. Get out of here. And he's going to try and lower your savior by 1 and raise your mundane by 1. So
Okay.
You can either accept his influence over you because all adults have influence over you because you're teenagers, or you can attempt to reject it because he's a stupid bad guy.
I'll attempt to reject it because my mundane's already a +3, so I don't want to see how that.
So
Can't go any further.
well, something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, roll straight 2d6. You don't add anything to it.
No. That's a 10.
Oh,
I rolled
good.
2 5s.
So you get to clear a condition or mark a potential.
Cool.
I don't have any conditions, so I'll mark a potential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you get to pick 2 of these.
Ah.
So you pick. That's a good one. So I would recommend picking that one. You can shift one label up and one down, or you can cancel their influence over you, and from now on you get +1 fighting these 2 mountaineers.
I'll take the last one then.
Okay.
Cancel that influence.
Okay, so they've lost their influence. And did you want to mark a potential?
I did that.
Okay,
yes.
cool. I also should have mentioned earlier, the advancement system in this is whenever you miss, you mark a potential. So you are learning from your mistakes. And then once you fill your little boxes, you get to take something from your advancement chart.
Did I get one for failing to read the situation?
You did. I should have said that earlier. Yeah.
And the zipper, you got a miss too, didn't you?
So Timothy also marks a potential.
Okay.
If it gets shifted by the team, then does it still count as a miss, or does it negate that?
It'll negate that, I think.
Yeah, if it has
It's
to be,
end result.
Yeah, it has to be a proper miss. Okay. So, Lilitu, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I've been fired at by a grappling gun, and Captain Climber is rolling out some kind of thermal bedding.
Yeah.
Gel Ignite sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Look, lots of good things explode. There's not a lot you can do with climbing equipment.
It's very dangerous in a climbing environment. It's a lot of loose rocks.
You're just a discount Mr. Boom.
All right. All right. My big sis is in the other room taking care of the goal, so I believe that means she's charged me with taking care of Captain Climber. And I will kind of look over at him as kind of a dark wind. Imagine, if you would, a dark wind blows. And my eyes go all black, and my hair is just flying. And I say, I have had enough. And I will pick him up with telekinesis.
Okay.
Because it will be impossible to climb anything when he can find no purchase.
Oh, no.
That is so cold.
I will directly engage.
Okay, yeah. So, roll plus danger.
I have a very good that right now. All right, so that is an 8. I could have hoped for better, but... So he will still get a counter shot at me, I think.
So, would you like to resist or avoid their blows? Take something from him, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten him.
I want to take something from him, but he doesn't have the thing. I'm going to say, but by lifting him and no purchase, he doesn't get a chance to counterattack. So I will avoid his...
Oh, come on.
Turning him upside down.
So
that's awesome. He can't climb.
Kind of turn him upside down. A bunch of stuff falls out of his pockets. Oh, come on, eh?
My keys.
That is so rad.
You should have used a carabiner.
Ah, jeez. One of the mountaineers nods, like I told you, boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, have I inflicted harm on him, or is that a different iteration of the system?
So, when you hit enemies, they take conditions, and NPCs only have so many conditions they can take.
Okay.
So he is the boss, so he probably has more conditions than his minions, for instance.
Right.
Okay. Seeing that Captain Climber has been mostly dealt with, the 2 mountaineers in the room with you, Zipper and Lilitu, kind of smash the window that's next to them and then climb out of it. They climb Climbing is a useful skill.
See, boss, we're doing it.
They like climb up before they go down.
Yeah.
We'll break you out of Iron Gate later.
Iron Gate. Oh no!
Place is a revolving door.
So you've got Captain Climber hanging upside down. Rat Princess kind of, after you told these guys what for, you and Rook clean their clocks. And you have successfully stopped Captain Climber robbing Halcyon City Metropolitan Museum.
Yay!
High speed high fives.
Ow.
Well done, Rook.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah. Rat Princess will hold out her arms like, come on, everybody, group hug. We did good.
I'll shuffle closer and be hugged.
Yay!
Blinky, Lena, and Ray are kind of putting their little hands around you guys too.
I'll just put my cloak around me and recede into the shadows.
But wait, I have ice cream, and I have pulled up some ice cream. I ran off and got some ice cream, quick, between punches.
It's just
I'm already out the window.
It's a
Oh,
Yeah.
but I got you a black kind. Have you seen the one? It tastes like darkness.
I'll take that.
It's alright. I figured you might like it too.
coffee flavored.
I got mine is espresso. Yes.
There's a panel of just an ice cream man holding $10, and he doesn't know where it came from.
That's right.
That's 1,000%. Drawn by Carmen Infantino for some reason.
Absolutely.
Just that panel, though. Just that panel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my grandmother, she is very happy I did that.
What would you guys like to do? Captain Climber's just kind of hanging there. Oh, come on.
He's hanging, telekinetically. I will tie him up. Let's tie him up in his own climbing gear. That would be fun. Hijinks.
Yeah, can we hang him from the jaws of the T-Rex that is obliged to be here?
Of course it's here. It's a display of a T-Rex fighting a Triceratops for some reason.
And some cavemen.
Yeah, and some cavemen.
And for some reason, a giant penny as well.
Yes. Yep.
From outside, I guess I'll signal for Blackbird to maybe send someone to come and pick him up for us.
Okay.
Do we go directly to Blackbird or to Blue Jay?
That's up to you guys.
Oh.
I mean, you know both of them.
Feel like I guess Blue Jay might have been put in direct control of us.
He's kind of our liaison to the league, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like our Nightwing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I talk to him,
Yeah, and you'll kind of... Do you say much? What do you say to him, Rook?
So I imagine it's like a screen communicator, and I'll just point it towards the front of the museum.
And you just see Blue Jay say, do you need help now, or can I, come over in time?
Yes.
Thank you. And he'll kind of close his screen. Okay. It'll take Blue Jay 15 minutes to get here. What would you guys like to do?
I'm passing a pizza to everybody who wants it. And eating the stuff that they don't want.
Oh, do you not want it? That's a shame.
Yeah.
I didn't even say no.
So hungry.
Rat Princess is gonna check out that display they're trying to break into.
Okay.
Is there anything?
Good idea.
So
That's why you're the leader.
it's a bunch of little sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say for the pizza, I've pulled out a bottle of mayonnaise. You don't know from where, and then put it onto my pizza.
That's not how pizza works, Japan.
I stop and I'm just like aghast. And I walk up to Rook and I say, only my grandmother has had the pizza like this. Only her and you.
She has good taste.
She does. It's very strange. I won't eat it.
Okay. So Rat Princess, you look up and it's a bunch of kind of, stone fragments. It looks like pieces of pottery, that kind of thing. But one of the things in it catches your eye, and it's kind of a square tablet that big that has writing on it. It's kind of the only thing. Mm-hmm.
I'll take out my camera phone and
Okay. Picture.
Memories.
And that's
Oh, that's so cute.
and that's the main attraction. This is the Babylon.
There's other stuff, but that's the thing that they were trying to break into.
It's writing?
Yes.
It's like in cuneiform or whatever?
Yes.
Well, I have one of my things is I speed read and learn, and I have looked at this kind of stuff. Is there any insight I could have from reading it?
Yeah. So you run to the gift shop and you find like a quick guide on cuneiform. And the little tablet says, it just says 3 words, and it's just "Thus spoke Lilith."
Yeah. Damn it. I was about to say my mother was pretty big in Mesopotamia and Sumer and Babylon.
Oh.
What's it say?
That's what was the second word? Speak?
Spoke. Yeah.
Thus spoke Lilith. Yeah. I mean, coincidence, right?
Probably not with her.
No.
Can I look around the room? Is not very good at assessing situations, we found out. But I know in another system it's like investigate a clue or something. What's my... Because I've got another option, but I don't necessarily want to try it.
What's your other option? Because otherwise it is going to be kind of assessing the situation.
All right, I would like to go over to that display case.
Okay.
And it wasn't opened? It never got that far?
It never got opened, no.
Okay, I'd like to peer at the various fragments, including the writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to invoke my dark vision.
Okay. So mark one of your doom track.
Yep.
And that gives you a vision.
What does this look like to us?
Yeah.
Are you just standing there, or is it?
Well, I'm back to Lily, but my eyes and kind of a mantle around my face will probably slowly gain that kind of Lilitu cast. And as I wrote it, somewhere between my sisters and my mother start mumbling and giving me some kind of insight into this, or a straight up vision, like it's some kind of flash of insight.
So okay, you get to ask me a question and I answer it honestly.
What's Captain Climb roll with my mom? Another reforming the dishonor guard.
They did it back in college.
Yeah, can I straight up just ask you, what does this have to do with my mom?
Sure.
Okay, that's my biggest question.
Okay.
So that's the one I'm asking.
So you believe that Captain Climber, or this kind of visions start to flash in your head, and it's Captain Climber being handed a briefcase full of money by Brother Oblivion. And he wants to hasten the summoning of your mother.
Well, good news. I just did it by having this vision.
Oh no.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Brother Oblivion was wise.
And I get the impression that through this crime, he believed this stone or these stones will do it.
He believes that this is part of the ritual, that will kind of...
Okay.
He needs something directly tied to her, kind of mystic mumbo-jumbo.
Okay. We need to take these stones.
We need to give those stones to Blue Jay when he comes so that he can put them in a safe place. Because taking them would be wrong, because that would be stealing.
Will they be safe? I'll look at Rook specifically. Like, will they be safe? Okay. I'll stand by that case until Blue Jay gets here.
Okay. So, about 10 minutes later, you hear, like, a motorcycle kind of pull up to the back.
Of course.
And a young man, he's probably about Rat Princess's age, strides in, and he's kind of dressed like G-Force, like Battle of the Planets. Like, he's got the full bird mask over his face, and kind of his cape kind of ends in like little pointy feathers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, Andrew. Thank you.
And he kind of looks around at Captain Climber and his Mountaineers, and he's like, "Good job, guys. So what do you just need me to take him to Iron Gate?"
Yeah, we found these really bad news stone tablets that might be used in some magical, very bad ritual. So they need to go to a safe place. That's
Dr.
not here.
Oblivion hired the climber to take them.
Yes.
Okay, that is above my pay grade. Okay, well,
you're getting a paycheck.
Oh yeah, you guys don't get paid?
Are we getting?
You joined the guild. Don't worry, we'll talk about it later.
How old do you have to be?
No, Aegis should have talked to you. They didn't. That's not great. I can't actually work with you guys right now. No,
He's crossing lines.
he'll kind of point at the case, and he says, "These bits of rock are magic."
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would kind of feel better if Dr. Beyond had them.
And he'll kind of communicate in a similar style to what Rook did to get him. And you can hear a one-sided conversation that's, "We need Dr. Beyond." Yes, I know. No, I know. No, I know.
I know too.
I know. Okay, we all have to join hands and think of Dr. Beyond.
I love it. I hate it.
Does he appear? Are we imagining?
Yes.
Oh, let's have some fun with these guys. Come on. I say he looks like a guy in a chicken suit. What do you think?
I take
Come
Zipper's
on.
hand and smile
Come
and
on.
pretend
Yeah,
like it's part of the ritual.
chicken suit. Come on, chicken suit. Come on.
I will also take Rat
Rat
Princess's hand.
Oh, okay.
I'll take
Oh.
Rat Princess in Blue Jay's hands.
And
Yay.
Blue Jay will take Zipper's hand. And God, this is dumb. Okay, everyone think of Dr. Beyond with clothes on, please.
Chicken suit, chicken suit, chicken suit, chicken
It's
suit.
good enough.
Chicken suit, chicken suit.
Zipper.
Oh, close your robe. Close your robe.
Close your robe, close your robe. Chicken suit with zipper. A zipper.
No, I don't want
No,
to hear what
no.
your crystal does.
Does anyone else want to picture Dr. Beyond in a specific way?
So I'll get these like signals messed up, and so I'll imagine him in a chicken suit in a robe.
Rat Princess.
Rat Princess, I don't think has ever met Dr. Beyond,
Okay.
so she's just gonna be like magic guy. So she'll picture like a guy in a top hat and like his really elaborate robe.
Okay. Lily, you just want robe clothes?
Yeah. I try to picture him in what's hopefully his official super suit, but it's still probably an open robe and a crystal and some surf jams. So I'm just hoping for them surf jams right now.
Okay. So, kind of in a puff of feathers, appearing before you is kind of, he kind of just looks like George Carlin. But he's got a chicken suit on, a top hat, a robe kind of mostly closed over the chicken suit, and Blue Jay's just like, God damn it, okay. Hey guys, great. We got him here. That's all that matters. And Dr. Beyond will land and say, hey, oh man, hey guys. Was I supposed to pick up Lily from like soccer practice? Did I forget?
No.
What? Oh.
No, I don't. No.
Lily?
No. We're not talking about that. Those stones are bad for indeterminate reasons.
Oh man. Okay. And he'll kind of wave his hands, and yeah, his super suit is like a bunch of prayer beads around his neck and a big glowing crystal. And kind of an open floral robe, and he's kind of got a pot belly. And he is wearing pants, but they're like threadbare sweatpants with a rope holding them up and just flip-flops. And he's like, okay, everyone, I need positive vibes. I'm getting a negative vibe, and it's draining my crystal.
I'll point at Blue Jay.
James, a little focus would be appreciated.
Yeah, come on, James.
Not in front of the kids. No names. No names.
I will try to practice some of the meditation junk that he's taught me to keep the negative thoughts I have about my mentor out of my head.
It's really appreciated. I know I'm a disappointment. Okay.
It's good he knows.
I have moments of clarity. It's mostly a haze. And he'll kind of put his hands, and kind of in a similar effect to what Lilitu did, he'll say, by Grabthar's hammer! And he'll put his hand through the glass and pull out the stone. And he's like, oh man, this is bad. This is not good. He'll take like a pouch off of his belt and put it in there, his belt. And he says, oh, okay, good job. Good job calling me. Successful summoning. Beers all around. You guys can't drink. Like Yoo-Hoos? No, it's full of chemicals and sugar. Sugar is poison. I gotta go.
I'm French. I can drink
Oh.
in France,
Well,
but we're not in France. Anyway,
But we're not in France, though, right?
No,
no.
you're not in France.
Good.
No.
I'm not allowed within 100 feet of any EU nation. I gotta go. And he'll kind of, puff of feathers disappear again.
Dubs.
Dub.
Oh, well.
That guy was crazy.
Yeah.
What? Did we fix it?
No, but it's as safe as it's getting.
Oh, did all the rocks go with him?
He just
took
the one.
All right, but that's the one they were after,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Okay. Well, what are we gonna eat?
Good question. Do we mostly headquarter in abandoned Tunnel 24A?
That's up to you guys.
Kind of feel like it's a big space.
Yeah. Black Princess would love to have you guys over.
Perfect. Of course. I'll bring the food.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Oh.
I'll take a sushi. All right.
Blue
Come
Jays-
back with like California roll, some spicy salmon,
Oh, you heard me.
eel.
Blue Jay's kind of like, you guys good? Everything
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Good job.
Don't-
You beat up Captain Climber. I know he seems like a joke. He's not a joke.
Most of the time.
He
come on.
Specializes in
blows.
speedsters somehow.
Let me down, man.
Yes.
Let me down,
You
A.
see what I mean? He took me out. I feel I don't know.
It's because Blur doesn't think vertically. I don't.
Oh.
It's a prop. We're working on it. He'll kind of look at Rook and say, if you need anything else, let me know. But if not, I'll see you back at the nest later.
I'll kind of like tentatively put like a hand on his shoulder and kind of like awkwardly pat it, and then nod and quickly retreat that hand.
You too, Rook. Good job. And he'll kind of spin his cape around, and you hear.
When Rook and Blue Jay have that moment, I sort of zip to either side of Lily and Rat Princess in quick succession. I'm like, did you guys see that? What was that?
Yeah, give Blue Jay +1 influence over me.
Got it.
He's so cool.
I'm gonna turn
Zig
around and
motorcycle.
just gonna turn around.
I'm
and just
15,
glare at Zip.
Andrew.
Yeah,
No,
and
I also think Blue Jay is cool.
I'll be arms crossed, smiling, looking at Rook like plink plink. Suddenly I'm like, I have a violin in my hand, so I'm like like this.
Cloak, shadow.
Oh, come back.
All right, yeah, let's go to the tunnel. Eat sushi. Make money.
I have udon for you.
It's amazing.
I'm already gone.
She'll meet us in the tunnel.
It's a curry udon. It's great.
So
She appears from
Yeah.
a shadow, takes it, and
Takes its
disappears.
gun.
okay.
Spring roll?
So you guys head down to what did you guys call it? 24A?
Yeah, I'm making that up out of whole cloth.
Okay.
Liz can call it whatever she wants.
Rat Princess, what does your lair look like?
It's sort of it was an old blocked up like section of a subway tunnel that the rats and I have like piled up like stones on either side, so it looks like someone just blocked it up. But if you look at it right, you can just like slip through and get in, and in it is an old subway car that Rat Princess has tried to make look like a house. Like she's put little potted plants outside and like hung old Christmas lights and things like that.
Oh my god!
And when you get in, it's like she's turned like all the old benches into like couches and put cushions and just like try to make it as homey as possible.
Just got some astroturf on the ground outside.
Little mailbox. One for the rats.
Zipper's really impressed with your house. He thinks it's great, and he just wants to know if you have a tablecloth because he's going to lay out all this food.
I found an old tablecloth in the trash a couple days ago. It should still be good. There's only like 2 or 3 like cigarette holes in it, so it should be fine. And she'll lay it out.
Okay. Lay out all the sushi and the udon and I got some of that fried ice cream too.
I waste no time making myself at home, as this used to be my home for a while.
Okay.
I appear from the darkness on top of the subway car and just kind of drop down.
3-point landing.
Kate perfectly enveloping.
Do you have books in your subway home?
Oh, yes. And she'll point to a corner where it's like a lot of just like old, like true crime books that like the types that people like leave in like the bookstore, like all the John Clancy and all the like just very popular fiction.
I'll go over to the bookcase and I'll just start reading stuff. Just
Yeah, there's like eight hardcover copies of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, like remaindered stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything that I haven't read, I'll read.
If you don't mind the gaps, you can get through most of the Jack Ryan series.
Cool. I have to be open-minded. I read everything.
Okay. So yeah, what does an average day at your lair look like?
Oh, you dropped out a bit at the end. What was it?
Sorry, what does an average day at the lair look like for you guys?
Well, my home, so I would wake up, make sure all the rats are fed, give them their daily tasks for the day, and then try to get as nice and clean as possible, and then head out to my day job.
Okay.
That's right.
And you work for do you have a name for your website, or
I was going to call it the Daily Bite, like BYTE,
okay.
but I don't know if there's like an actual website called that, because it's like, I don't know.
I mean, there probably is, but I think for our purposes, that's okay.
It will change without comment between issue 1 and issue 2 if there is.
Fantastic Four moved to New York City all of a sudden. No one knows where Central City is. Don't worry about it. California last issue. No, we weren't.
Always been here.
Always been here. Okay. Yeah, and if you want to change that, if we do find it something, we can. But okay, so the Daily Bite, and you are their social media intern.
Yes.
So what do you do while you're there?
I do intern things. I get coffee. I make copies for things that probably shouldn't get copies, but we need them for some reason. They said if I've been there for long enough that I get to write out like all the lists, like the top 10 cutest dogs lists.
Number 4 will blow your mind.
And what's your alter ego? It's Tina Marina.
Tina Marina.
Love it.
Marina, I need a Google search of the 5 fattest presidents.
Right away.
Amazing.
Okay.
On my desk by 5.
Lily, what does an average day for you look like?
It looks a lot of different ways. if I'm in the den down here, or the warren, what are we calling it? Again, I'm pretty comfortable here because I live here. I have lived here before and live here half the time. But today I think will be slightly special because I think I need to retreat to my sanctuary to access my library full of tomes to see if I can find a corresponding symbol or something that would define that rock for me. And you get to put some stuff in my way, I think.
Okay. So yeah, let's. Okay, right. Let's see.
I've got it in front of me if you need me to jump to it, but you should probably have it in front of you too. Okay. When you call upon the resources of your sanctuary to solve a problem, say what you want to do. I would like to investigate the stone.
Okay.
The GM will give you 1 to 4 conditions you must fulfill to complete your solution. They're pretty open-ended, but it's first you must blank. You'll need help from blank. You and your team will risk danger from blank. And remember, that's one of the things of accessing my sanctuary is it can put us in danger. The best you can do is a lesser version, unreliable and limited. You'll need to mark 1 box on your doom track, or I'll have to obtain blank.
Okay. So there are 2 things you think will happen. You and your team will risk danger from Brother Oblivion.
Okay.
And you think you'll need help from Dr. Beyond.
Okay. In order to achieve my goal of finding more information about this rock. Okay.
Yes.
God. Should I go to him, or do I have a way of reliably summoning him? Can I summon him to the tunnel?
You think you can like astrally project with him?
Yeah, okay. We've been working on that.
Yeah, he more has the power to teleport to you. You don't necessarily have the power to summon him, but you can tell him, hey, come here, and then he'll come.
Okay. So, yes, I will be spending time outside the sanctuary first, if I believe that will be required. And I will try to untether my spirit and find him with the silver light connecting my body back to my spirit there to try and find him probably hanging out and charging his crystal, which is gross. I've seen it. Walked in on it before.
Not
Him and his assistant Wang.
Whoa. Manservant.
Oh, it's worse. He's not allowed on planes.
Messing with the avionics.
That's what he prefers to be called, as manservant.
Yeah, he self-identifies as manservant.
Oh. I apologize. I'll call you whatever you introduce yourself as.
It's a sacred tradition among his people.
He's just a sub. That's not a sacred tradition. It's just a kink, man. Anyway, all right. None of my business. I'm on the astral plane.
Okay. So while Lily is astrally projecting, Zipper, what do you usually do on a day?
I like to read, eat some food, exercise, run to France and help my grandmother with the things in her kitchen, fix things with the sink. Sometimes I like to go up to the Arctic Circle and say goodbye to the diminishing ice cap, and then I run back home.
It's a weird choice, Timothy. I love it.
It's so good. It's so sad. Just a single tear and then run home.
My world is a bit bigger and smaller, perhaps, than others because I can be. So,
100%.
Anyway, that is my average day. I suppose, I cried a bit and then came back and got through the Silmarillion again, the 7th time. Still one of my favorites.
It's thin but dense.
Very dense. And I made lunch for everyone.
Oh, thanks.
And Rook.
Just training all day.
Do you have like
You are.
official Blackbird like training dummies down here, or has like Rat Princess found you mannequins that you fight against?
So what I assume is that so normally I would go back to the nest, but I know that Blue Jay is going to be bugging me about studying English, so I'll put my books in my bag. I'm totally gonna go and study English.
Being able to talk to you would be nice, yes.
And then I'm just gonna go to the subway tunnel where I've just set up a bunch of equipment and train there while he thinks that I'm totally studying.
Man, she's so studious.
That's 1,000% awesome.
Just throw the bag in a corner.
Okay. So Rat Princess is just kind of shimmied back in after her day at the office. Is there anything you do when you get home, Rat Princess? Do you check in with the rats?
Yeah.
Okay. So
The street report.
do you squeak at them, or is it a mental thing?
Oh, I squeak.
Okay.
She's Squirrel Girl. She doesn't know how. She's not a mental thing. She learned to talk to rats.
Okay. So just squeaky and little hand mouth things.
Even if it was a mental thing, I imagine she would squeak anyway.
So
1,000%.
Kind of it's a wide panel, and we see Lily in the corner meditating, kind of floating off the ground. There's probably 4 images of Zipper kind of running throughout the panel.
I brought a lot of cheeses for the rats.
Yeah, a couple of them are handing him cheese, him cooking something, him reading a book, kind of 3 different ghost images. Rat Princess is talking to her rats, and Rook is, punching a training dummy. And Lily, you successfully contact Dr. Beyond on the astral plane, and he kind of floats up next to you, and he's like, "Man, you're just all in alignment. It's real solid work you're doing right here, man."
Yeah, well, and I need your help.
I live to serve, my dude.
Okay. That rock that you're keeping safe, you are keeping it safe, right?
Oh man, I put 18 different kinds of warding spells on it. I got my you've never met him, but I have a blue bull man as one of my apprentices. I don't like to talk about him a lot. Bit of a black sheep, or a blue bull, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's real tough. Terrible at magic, but he's real tough, so he's guarding it.
Okay, well, that rock kind of pertains to my whole situation. And so I might need you to come into my amulet with me.
Oh, far out, man. Yeah, I'll do whatever you need.
And we are definitely going to get even further on Brother Oblivion's bad side.
Man, I hate that son of a gun language. Language, Leo. Language.
It's probably okay. Has there been any progress finding Psy Shadow?
He'll kind of try and put his hand on your astral shoulder, and it'll just kind of go through.
Yeah, I don't.
He'll say, let's not talk about that now, man.
Okay. Yeah, let's never talk about it. That's the right message to send to a 15-year-old who's reaching out. Yeah.
He's reaching out too. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, can you do it like this, or do we need to be in the same place?
He'll kind of do some complicated hand gesture, and like some rainbow beam will come out of his hands. And you think he is somehow connected with you, and if you use the amulet, he will follow.
Yeah.
you.
It's even possibly I don't physically go into it.
Right.
And I'm doing some similar projection, so that's I accept.
Palace.
Yeah. I enter my mind palace. All right, well then I will, feeling a little oilier about it, I will go back to my body. Take back in my surroundings, see everything's normal here. Be glad that Rat Princess is home, and focus on my amulet to go into my mind library.
Okay. So, as you do, let's see, what did you pick? You picked tomes, relics, and healing equipment. Okay. So, nobody's hurt, so you don't have to use the basin of vaguely evil and magical healing. It's constantly refilling some sort of blood, you hope.
It's the purple basin. Nailed it. Deep Marston cut.
A bunch of relics, and then a library of tomes. And Dr. Beyond kind of jumps in next to you, and he's like, where do we begin?
Well, this is all the collection and recorded thoughts of my previous things.
Just, like, reach for the first book on the shelf. So like AA, is there like an organization system? Dewey Decimal, or how are we doing this?
Well, we're looking for information about that rock.
So rock.
Do you have an unlock the Dewey Decimal System Juto there, whatever you do?
He'll kind of man, I don't know. We'll just kind of pick one out. Start flipping through it.
I'll start flipping through some.
So you've flipped through a couple books, and you touch one on the shelf, and the room goes blank. And you see Brother Oblivion at the docks.
Like where we first encountered him, or
Yes.
this is a new scene? Okay.
No, like where you first encountered him.
Okay.
So Brother Oblivion's at the docks. There are shipping crates full of teenagers, and you can see yourself, Rook, Zipper, Rat Princess, and who was your original team leader, Psy Shadow, are about to start fighting Brother Oblivion. And you are at a different vantage point, obviously, than you were in the original fight, because you're like kind of floating up above.
Yeah.
And you see when Brother Oblivion starts casting spells and shooting, hellfire and death rays, and he's blowing up the pier, and he's trying to...
I was there.
Trying to move his container crates full of children, because he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. His name's Brother Oblivion.
Yeah.
But looking at it from this angle, you're noticing different things than before. You can see behind him, he has set up some kind of altar that his cultists have surrounded, and you couldn't see because they were surrounded, and you thought they were chanting spells to help him, but they seem to be chanting spells that are affecting the teenagers. And kind of, you see these waves of magic going through them, and nothing is triggering, and then you see one of the waves kind of touches you, and you glow. And Brother Oblivion, this is kind of when he kind of... You would say he gave up this fight, because Brother Oblivion is like a Doctor Doom, Magneto-level bad guy. Like, 4 teenagers should not be able to beat him up. But he kind of points at Psy Shadow, does some mind meld thing, and Psy Shadow walks next to him, and they teleported away together, like, willingly. And you see, after they leave, kind of on the altar, you see a rock with the symbol that was on the one you took from the museum. And then kind of the library snaps back in, and Dr. Beyond's like, man, these books are real boring. Do you have, like, the Da Vinci Code? It's a real page turner.
We have, like, 18 outside of this amulet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We're leaving.
Oh.
And I will resurface and reach back in and pull him out.
I was going to say, I can't actually get out of here without you.
I will hand him a copy of the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, man. Been wanting to read this for years.
Yeah.
Dan Brown, no thank you. Sorry.
What did you think? Okay. Thank you for your help. Okay, I'm not finger gunning you back.
No, that's how I teleport home, actually. So.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. And as soon as he leaves, I will turn to my teammates and be like, "Oh boy. Hey, you guys, team meeting." Or Rat Princess, can you call a team meeting?
Oh, of course. Nothing important you need to talk about.
Well, I might have new information about our fight at the docks.
Okay.
Do you remember we were... Go ahead.
Oh, and when you say call a team meeting, Rat Princess literally just, like, has all her rats just come up.
Lily expected this to a certain extent. Okay, and Rook and Zipper too.
I start petting rats.
At the mention of the docks, I would have stopped and thrown a sweat towel over my shoulder and wiped off the 2 beads of sweat that I have and walk over.
All right, so you're... Remember when we were at the docks? Well, of course you do. I thought that those cultists behind Brother Oblivion were empowering him. I think they were kind of trying to hone in on teens. And I think towards the end, they found the teen they were looking for.
You wouldn't happen to know who.
Well, remember when I was going at him, and then he kind of focused on me, and Zipper had to very handsomely get me out of there. And then he took Psy Shadow. I think that's because he was looking for me. I'll kind of make eyes at Rat Princess because now I have a stipulation I can't talk about it, and she's the only one I've talked about it with.
Oh.
Because of my situation.
Okay, that makes sense. And Rat Princess will just, like, stroke your arm a little bit reassuringly. It's like, now we know what's up. We can plan for this. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but he's still looking for ways to make it happen.
Well, he could keep making ways. I mean, he's getting Captain Climber to help him, and he's kind of a dick. So
He climbs really
know.
well, though.
yeah, but it's only one thing. You get no. Okay, let's focus.
Well, I think we should focus on trying to figure out where he'd go next.
That makes sense. I'll have a talk with the rats, and they can look in the city for him. They can get everywhere.
It's so perfect.
But in the meantime, and Rat Princess will like go to her bag and pull out like a flyer and be like, I was thinking of team building exercises. So how about we go do some team building exercises?
1,000% fuck yes, Liz. I mean, yeah, let's do that.
What are the flyers for, Rat Princess?
Oh, she like just went to the park and like pulled down like all those like flyers with like for all different festivals.
One's like trying to sell like a lawnmower, but then like it's like an escape room or like
There's an art music festival coming up, and they have like really crappy like amateur Shakespeare in the park.
Sure. Yeah. You want to go see some plays? Let's go.
No, I kind of want issue 2 to be escape the room.
We can
Like-
do that too.
The Trapper shows up or some other. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
It's okay. We got to dream big.
All right, so Rat Radar is going to go out,
Yeah.
and we're going to do team building.
Okay. What?
Did you guys have any other plans you needed to do? Like,
Oh,
'cause I feel like this is a wait and see type of thing.
I was going to read some Camus.
How about you, Rook? Do you have any suggestions?
Just gonna look over at the training dummies.
Team building it is.
Okay, but I can do it and read at the same time. It's all right.
Yeah, I was going to read some Sartre. Just
I have.
loathe my fellow man. By focusing on the minutia of how gross living is. It's no big deal.
man, I want Start to be some sort of forever living supervillain.
It could be.
Yeah, no, that's happening. I'm writing that down.
Making a note.
Yeah, you know.
Jean-Paul.
My dad is a French supervillain. Maybe, you know.
He overcomes you with nausea. He makes other people hell.
There's no way out.
There's no way out. Oh shit, that's our escape the room now. All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, so which of those activities, Rat Princess, would you like to do?
She would actually just be like, oh, you know, you guys can all decide on what we want to do. It's all up to you. She'll like point to like the arts festival and be like, but you know, everyone has a say.
Two of the rats take away two of the other flyers.
Reading that one.
Sure, let's go. Do they have? Is there food?
I will point to the one that Rat Princess is not so surreptitiously highlighting. Be like, this one looks good.
He's so happy.
I can't read it anyway, so.
Seriously though, do they have food? Guys put food there?
I mean, it's a festival. They should have something.
Okay.
If not,
All
I
right.
can ask my rats to like go find us something to eat.
Okay. I can bring something too. I was just asking.
They're
Festive.
they're
Sometimes it's
surprisingly clean.
seasonal, artisanal kind of roasting things. Anyway.
Yeah, so this is awesome. You guys head down to the Halcyon City Amateur Arts Festival. And yeah, no, it's just a big, in a city park, kind of a big open area. There's a bunch of food trucks parked over there. They have like one of those like wine and paints booths set up, and then a bunch of stalls and vendors of art. What would you guys like to do?
I'm wearing like my regular clothes, not my super clothes.
Mm-hmm. I presume so, unless that was part of the team building exercise.
I think she'll be like, "Oh yeah, we have to wear all our clothes or all our superhero stuff." Yeah, it's fine.
So, yeah, and part of me wants to be wearing a piece of my costume, though, like my goggles or something as well. Sort of have that dorky Cyclops in private look.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I have my goggles on.
Okay.
Big clunky things.
Okay. So as you guys get there, there's like a big stage area where they have like a microphone set up, and you can tell there's like a band that's about to start playing. But there's a woman in a very fine business suit, kind of shaved head, and she says, "Thank you all for coming and supporting the arts. How important to our city. They truly are."
I'd like to roll insight.
And behind her, there's a big banner that says Vandercore. And she says, please enjoy the festival and don't do anything I wouldn't do. And there's like a dead silence over the crowd. Kind of glares at like clearly her security guard. Who's, went over great at lunch. She'll kind of noisily move the microphone and step off stage. But yeah, no, there's an arts festival in front of you guys. What would you guys like to do?
I think Rat Princess is like just has grabbed whoever she can by the hand, and is like dragging them around to the various booths.
I think that's
You have
me.
influence over all of us. It can be any of us. Yeah.
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 Like, who's
Lily
not fast enough?
Well,
Actually, yeah, Lily's on to you. She's going off to find something disturbing and amateur.
I am fast enough, but I didn't think you'd do it. So,
Yes.
so I'm like kind of stuck with you, and I'm like, I can go so much faster, but I'm like forced to move at your pace, and it's driving me
Yes.
crazy, kind of subtly. And I'm looking for food, and you keep taking me to like craft stuff or whatever. I'm like, this is amazing, but there's sausages over there. Whatever.
This is Peter David AF, by the way. I love it all.
Great. Great.
And Rook, what are you doing?
So I see Lily kind of go off in her own direction, kind of follow her, but like 10 paces behind. I consider this training.
She's like getting cotton candy, and you're like ninja death stalking her and stuff.
You're wearing all black at the super bright, like middle of the day festival. So it's
Raising your stealth levels in Skyrim. Just
The two most dark goth characters are like.
yeah.
okay. some point during the festival, Rat Princess, one of your rats kind of comes up to you and squeaks.
Oh.
And a bunch of people kind of step away from all of you. The food vendor you're in front of does not seem very thrilled. But he squeaks at you that at the Arcanology meeting house is actually a front for the Heralds of Oblivion.
I'm gonna need to hear that in a rat voice, Andy.
Roughly wheezy. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Arcanology is actually a front for the Heralds of Oblivion.
I love him. What's his name?
This is Blinky. Oh, unless you want it to be someone else, Liz.
I think it's gonna be somebody else. It's gonna be Dale.
You got it. This is Dale.
If we keep doing this, eventually there are gonna be like hundreds and hundreds of rats with different names.
Dale's the espionage rat.
This is the future liberals one.
But anyway, you guys would know that Arcanology is essentially Scientology. Like, I'm not even going to try and pretend it's not. It's Scientology.
Sure.
But it is some vaguely dubious religion that a bunch of celebrities, or controversial religion that a bunch of celebrities have joined. They have a superhero who is like their face. His name is Arcana Sloth. He's a wears a sloth costume.
Of course he does.
Oh, I see a nemesis of speedy people.
Yeah, he is another bad guy. No, he's a good guy. He is their face. But no, he would totally be a flashback guy.
Yeah.
So, Rat Princess is very intently like nodding at the rat, and then turns to Zipper if he's still there, and she's like, oh, you have to go get the other two. I think we just found a thing.
Okay. Oh, why? And I go get the other two.
And a hot dog.
And a hot dog. I get as much as I can eat. Like I get released from the. And I'm like, I come back with them and all this food, like this.
Did the wind just tap me on the shoulder?
And brings you
Yuri,
as well.
have you been standing 10 feet behind me this whole time?
And you've got like popcorn in your hands all of a sudden, stuff like that. What?
Dr. Beyond floats above you. It's not even butter, man. It's just hot oil. It's poison.
Stay out of it.
Yeah, mind you on beeswax.
But okay, so you guys regather together, and Rat Princess can tell you that Dale told her that you think you found some sort of lead on Brother Oblivion in the city.
All right. I pick up Dale because I'm familiar with some of them, and Dale's one of my favorites, so I'll be petting Dale.
I think Dale's all black, so he would be your favorite.
Yeah, we get along. Squeak, squeak.
I'm gonna hold up my bird communicator and kind of like point at it, like.
Yeah, we should probably call someone. Probably Blackbird or Blue Jay. Tell them that.
I don't know where we're going.
Yeah, and that.
I'm gonna go ahead and press the button for Blue Jay while she's talking.
You're not. I could get over there really fast.
You hear a ringing like 2 stalls over. And kind of this lanky, generic-looking kid in like a blue sweatshirt, kind of like reaches into his pocket and clearly shuts something off, and then like runs behind some bushes. And you see him like answer as he has put his mask on. It's yes, Rook.
I'm just gonna hold it up to Rat Princess.
So hey.
I'm photobombing the
Okay.
call. I'm like standing behind,
So
eating stuff.
we have it on good authority that the Arcanology Meeting House is actually a front for the Heralds of Oblivion, and maybe we are gonna go check on that if you think it's okay. Yes.
Okay, well, but, I mean, like, it's a religious center. I don't know if we can just like bust down doors.
I
You're
mean,
just
not
gonna
like-
go, like ask questions.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We are going to ask questions.
That should be okay. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Cool.
Okay. He'll kind of like look around and be like, "It's a little daytime for you guys. Y'all good?"
We're good.
I'll look at Rook like we're the two that are the most not good.
I imagine you have a parasol.
100%. And a hoodie. It's like
Just-
uncomfortably 89 degrees, and I'm still just like,
Commitment.
I've got like one of those high collared like athletic shirts or jackets, and I'm just gonna like pull it up over like my bottom lip, like.
mhm.
Okay. But yeah, no. Blue Jay gives you the thumbs up as long as you're not gonna like go blow up a prayer center.
Again, look at Rook like no promises, but okay.
Are we going undercover? Or are we going?
Undercover.
Oh, as kids,
Well,
like on a tour.
as the oldest, I think I can use a move. I can do mild-mannered so that when I try to use my civilian identity to deceive, trick, or simplast someone, I can roll a mundane. And then I can
Yeah.
use my press credentials and try
Yeah.
to get us into the building as like journalists, student journalists.
That's
Let's go.
100% awesome.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. So you guys, do you have a means of transportation, or is it just zipper carrying people?
I can carry you one by one.
Yeah.
Or
We can call an Uber or take mysterious tunnels.
sure, I'll take you.
Oh.
And you guys kind of pop in front of a big, very ornate building that's got a bunch of, like domes at the top and kind of an astrolabe kind of logo out front. And walk up the stairs, and Rat Princess, roll mild mannered and move forward. Yeah, do your plan. This is great.
Oh, that's 7, and then I add my mundane to it.
Yes.
So that's a 10.
Awesome.
So I think like she has like a little pass that she uses to get into the Daily Bites building.
Mhm.
She'll like cover the part that says intern and be like,
So, yeah, no, and the guy behind the counter kind of points you down a hallway and says, the press liaison is 2 doors down on your left.
"Thank you very much." And I'll quickly like usher everyone like, "Go on, let's go."
Do you actually go in there, or are you going to try and sneak?
I think once we get past the guards, I'm gonna look at the team and be like, "Okay, everyone, be cool. I will go talk to this person in case they're trying to communicate with somebody else because they might have called ahead. You guys go be stealthy. I'll walk away."
Okay.
So, Brat Princess, you open the door, and you see kind of the back of a chair that will turn around and he'll say, "Hello, Tina," and it's Psy Shadow. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Perfect end panel. Mic drop, Andrew.
Good thing I went in there alone.
Yeah, no, that's the best part of that plan. We're teenagers. We don't know any better.
I hope you all had as much fun as I did.
Yes.
'Cause
At
that
least.
was awesome.
Yay.
Can I get my hair out of my face yet?
Uh,
There we go.
outros and plugs. Marty, it's still in your face.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, hey, I'm Marty. I've been playing Lily White / Lilitu all evening and just having the raddest goddamn time. I'm plugging comic books, my fellows here, and just combing your hair out of your face, which I'm going to fix in a minute. Yeah, no, I got nothing but a hella good time. Awesome job, Andrew.
Thank you. Soup.
Hi, I'm Soup, aka Soupsaka on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Is the art that I did of our characters
Yep.
on the overlay?
Point the other way, sorry. The other way and down. There you go. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, I did that. So if you like that and you want to check out more, check out my Twitter and or Instagram.
Young Outcast for life.
Yay!
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I played Tina Marina, aka Rat Princess, and I'm very happy about it because I basically got to play Squirrel Girl with a mix of like Peter Parker, but so I'm very happy.
It's the best.
And Timothy.
Hello, I'm Timothy at Timothy Magic on Twitter. I have been Willy Balzac, the Zipper. So I love this guy. He's a sweetie. It's been fun. Andrew, I love diving into super worlds. So this is really great. And it's my first time using this system. So it's cool. I love the collaborative storytelling.
Hopefully the first issue sells well.
Yeah, I hope it does. Well, we have our little logo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's beautiful.
I'm Andy Hatton at Andy Hatton on Twitter. Soup and I were on Waffle Talk yesterday, so go check that out on Power Score RPG's YouTube channel. Episode 107 of Waffle Talk. Twitch and YouTube God of Rhodes. On Wednesday, September 5th, there will be a crossover with these 4 wonderful people and 4 more people. So, for sure, check that out. It's probably going to be crazy.
Insane balls.
I just finished the overlay for it today, and it's awesome.
Yay! It's gonna be dope ass.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter to see when we play this again, because I am sure we are going to play this again. Have a great night, everybody.
Yay!
Bye.
Excelsior. True believers. 75 cents an issue.